Morning, students. I am Dr. Balarubi, Assistant Professor in the Department of Economics. So, students, in today's class, we are going to discuss about the market structure, how the prices as well as output has been determined under these different market structure. We are going to discuss in today's class. See, first we know the meaning of market. What is market? See, if you hear the term market, it is a place here all the consumers we are buying goods and services, and if you see the producers or sellers, they are selling their goods and services in this place. So it is known as market. So market is a place here all the goods and services are purchasing as well as selling. And in the case of market structure, mainly there are five market structure. One is perfect competition. Second one is monopolistic competition. Third one, oligopoly competition. Fourth one, duopoly. And the fifth one is monopoly. Let us discuss one by one. And if you see this five market structure, in the case of perfect competition as well as monopoly competition, that is monopolistic competition, the number of producers are more. So if the number of producers are more, this competition may be perfect competition or monopolistic competition. At the same time, if the number of producers are few means it is considered as a oligopoly market structure. Then if you see this monopoly, see always mono means single or one. So here, if there is a single seller or if there is a single producer, this competition is known as monopoly competition. Then in the case of duopoly market structure, duo means two. So if there are two sellers in the market, it is known as duopoly competition. So once again, I am repeating, if the number of producers are many, it may be perfect competition or monopolistic competition. If the number of producers are few, it is a oligopoly market. Or if the number of producer is only one means it is a monopoly competition. Or if there are two producers in the market, this competition is known as duopoly market. First, let us concentrate on the perfect competition. See, these are the different characters or different features of this perfect competition. See, the first feature is large number of buyers and sellers. See, in the market, if there are large number of buyers as well as large number of sellers, this competition is a perfect competition. At the same time, they are producing homogeneous product. What is the meaning of homogeneous product? Homogeneous means always same. So, they are producing same product. Free entry as well as a free exit in the industry. See, sometimes if you want to enter into the market immediately, there is no restriction. We can enter into the market. At the same time, suppose if I want to exit from the market, that time also there are no restrictions. So free entry as well as free exit. Then these sellers are price takers only because they have to accept the market price. See, suppose the market price is 500 rupees means the sellers they are fixing the 500 rupees. It means they are taking or they are accepting the 500 rupees as a price. So they are accepting the market price. Therefore, in the case of perfect competition, sellers are price takers. Then if you see this information, all the buyers as well as sellers they have the clear information about the market. What is the price of the commodity, where the prices of the commodities are low, like that they have full information regarding the market. And the next thing is free mobility of factors. See, we have four factors of production, all of you know: land, labor, capital and organization. So these four factors of production, we can freely mobile from one location to another location. See, suppose uh, if you get employment opportunity in the next country or next state or any other next district, surely we can mobile or we can shift from our country to another country, or we can move from our location to another location. Like that, there is a possibility of free mobility in the perfect competition. Then there is no transport cost. It means there are absence of transport cost. There is no transport cost we are assuming. So these are the main features of perfect competition. In this perfect competition and all other market structures, there are some equilibrium condition. The main equilibrium conditions are MC is equal to MR. MC means marginal cost, MR means marginal revenue. So mainly there are two equilibrium condition. One is marginal revenue is equal to the marginal cost. This is the first equilibrium condition. Then the second equilibrium condition is MC must cut MR from its below. So this marginal cost curve must cut this marginal revenue curve from the lower portion. See, in these perfect competition, mainly there are three possibilities. Sometimes there is a possibility of abnormal profit, or sometimes there is a possibility of incurring some losses, or sometimes there is a possibility of earning some normal profit also. See, normal profit in the sense here there is no loss as well as no profit. This stage is normal profit. See, same diagram also you can draw, or else we can draw separate diagram for each and every profit. See, first let us concentrate only on the abnormal profit. See, abnormal profit means some high profit, or if there is a possibility of earning some profit amount, it is abnormal profit. It means a high profit or maximum profit. See, here in the x-axis we measure the quantity, in y-axis we measure the price of the commodity. So actually, as far as this this perfect competition is concerned, always average revenue curve is equal to the marginal revenue curve, and it is a horizontal straight line to the x-axis. So AR curve is equal to the MR curve. It is a horizontal straight line. Then you draw the average cost curve. See, it is an abnormal profit. Therefore, when you draw this average cost curve, you should be very clear it is lower than the average cost curve. So, the average cost curve is lower than the average revenue curve. Then only we can show the profit. That's why we are drawing the diagram like this. So average revenue should be higher. Average cost curve should be lower than this average revenue curve. In such a way, you draw this average cost curve. It is a U-shaped cost curve. So you draw a U-shaped cost curve, and it should be lower than the average revenue curve. Then you draw marginal cost curve. So in the case of marginal cost curve, always it passes through the minimum point of the average cost curve. So if you see this average cost curve, this is the minimum point. So from this minimum point only marginal cost curve passes through. Now we are going to identify the equilibrium point. See, I told you equilibrium condition MC is equal to MR. See, this is the MC curve. So if you see this cursor, you can see this is the MC curve. This MC curve intersects this MR curve. This is the MR line, that is the horizontal line. So this MC curve intersects this MR curve or MR line in this place. So this is the equilibrium point. And from this equilibrium point, just you draw a perpendicular line to the x-axis. Then you identify in this place this perpendicular line intersect this average cost curve, and so the average cost is, see here, if you see this yellow color shaded line, this is the total profit, because the reason is here the average revenue is OP, average revenue is OP, average cost is OC. So the remaining portion PC, this is the profit, or the whole yellow color shaded area is considered as the abnormal profit. Then the next thing is here there is a possibility of incurring some losses also. When there is a possibility of incurring some losses, see, suppose average revenue is lower, but the average cost is higher, means what will happen? Surely we may incur some of the loss amount. So here the x-axis, y-axis is same, and you draw the average revenue curve. It is equal to the marginal revenue curve. That also remains constant, and it is horizontal to the x-axis. Then you draw the average cost. When you draw this average cost curve, it should be upper than the average revenue curve. And as usual, marginal cost curve passes through the minimum point of the average cost curve. Then you identify the equilibrium point. What is the equilibrium condition? MC is equal to MR. This is the MC curve. This MC curve intersects this MR curve at point D. So D is the equilibrium point. Now from this equilibrium point, just you draw a perpendicular line to the x-axis and you extend this perpendicular line up to average cost curve. Now the average cost is OP1. Average revenue is OP2. So here average cost is higher than the average revenue. So this yellow color shaded area, that is P1, C, D, P2. This shaded area is considered as a loss. So here there is a possibility of incurring some losses by the firm. Then the third possibility is there is a possibility of getting some normal profit also. So normal profit in the sense there is no loss as well as no high profit. So average cost is equal to the average revenue. It is normal cost or normal profit. So here you draw the diagram like this. In the x-axis we measure the quantity, y-axis we measure the cost, and you draw a horizontal straight line, that is MR is equal to AR. And one more thing, always you know that AR, that is average revenue, is equal to the price of the commodity. So price is otherwise known as average revenue. And here you draw this average cost curve. You should be tangent to this horizontal straight line. At the same time, you identify the lowest point of the average cost curve. From this lowest cost curve, you draw the marginal cost curve also. So how we can identify this equilibrium point? MC is equal to MR. So this is the MC curve. This is the MR curve. Both these curves or both these lines intersect in this place. So this is the equilibrium point. Now average revenue as well as average cost intersect at this point. So here there is no profit and no loss also. So these are the possibilities in the perfect competition. So students, in today's class we have clearly discussed about the perfect competition and what are the main features of perfect competition, how they are determining the equilibrium price as well as equilibrium output in today's class. Thank you, students.